This is DAHBOO77. For those that do not know, it has been going down today at the Capitol as we have all kinds of protesters showing up in support of Trump, and we have some crazy twists, some wild things that have happened with this wild protest, as it was dubbed. They called this thing the Wild Protest Days before it even popped off. We have individuals that have entered inside of the Capitol building. You can see them here heading for the rotunda door. That is as individuals were making their way in. Once in, they clashed with Secret Service and police and continued on their way. There ended up being shots fired on the inside where one woman was hit in the neck and she is in critical condition. There were other injuries, minor than that we don't know really what took place, but we just know that they were hauled out of there. One of them was a cop. This all began when the people basically broke the line at the front where the cops was. They were fighting them pretty fiercely. And then another line, it just seemed like the people walked right on through. And they just took off toward the doors. And then they got to the upper echelons of the balconies. And they made their way inside all the way to Nancy Pelosi's desk. I mean, there's clip after clip. My Twitter feed is loaded with all these clips of these individuals coming in, them drawing their guns on people trying to get inside the main floor. Here's a person who made it to the podium. I mean, this was historic in terms of people rising to do something here. But at the end of the day, did you go in here to just take pictures, or did you come in here to talk with someone to get something done for changing? What is it? You can see them having their guns drawn right here in this incident on the door. And just all hell breaking loose out there on these front lines. We've got guys down there live streaming this to the best of their ability. They have put in a curfew into effect that starts here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time throughout the night. And they're saying that Congress that went into a recess because of all this will come back later tonight and finish what they were trying to do, so that everyone knows. Now, I'm going to be live tonight trying to break all that down, covering it. If you don't know, I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on DLive, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be breaking all this down. I have a replay running over.
Shalom. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadash. Salutation to the elders and apostles, GMS groups, and ones alike. Teach 100% truth. Shalom, Barakathon to them for the edification and knowledge, and double honors to the elders and apostles, GMS groups, and ones alike. Teach 100% truth. Shalom, Barakathon to them. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadash. Relates to chaos that broke out in the Capitol. Protesters storming in pretty much the Capitol area, the House, both the areas, House and Senate areas. Broke windows. One of them even sat at Nancy Pelosi's desk, pretty much chilling out. So the mayor of D.C. put a lockdown from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I did a video relating to earlier, the protesters were marching relating to the Electoral College. The lawmakers rejecting the Electoral College certification, pretty much. It was earlier today, so they broke out, you know what I mean? So the protesters, pretty much invasion in the Capitol, man. So that's that spirit of civil unrest, man. That was a DAHBOO77 video. 2nd Ezra 15, 14 through 19. Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of the action shall stand in their power. And that's what happened today, man. They're putting the power back in their hands. They're not regarding the kings and princes relating to these politicians. And this is all relating to the what they call botch election, a botch election relating to the President Trump's election, relating to especially the Trump supporters. So that spirit of division is being set upon them. You know what I mean? So let's continue on. The man shall desire to go in the city and should not be able to. Martial law, lockdowns again, harsher restrictions, curfews. Only to and fro movement, limited supply to and fro movements relating to essential businesses or essential businesses, essential travel if necessary. So we the precursors of that again, you know. And with this the L mutant strand, you know what I mean, for example, harsher restrictions and be put like in Great Britain, for example, various other countries related to this new strand. So, you know, the implementation of martial law is being set earlier this year and continue on. And because of their pride, cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Because of the state and condition, what's going on, the state of society, how people are acting, you know what I mean? So, things that's going on relating to civil unrest. So, the cities are in trouble, man. Looting, rioting, invasion. Relating, a good example is this invasion of the Capitol, man. So people are afraid, man. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, spoil their goods, and because of a lack of bread and for great tribulation. We have precursors of that earlier last year, related to businesses, business establishment, private and public entities being invaded, relating to different reasons why people are doing it. You know what I mean? So, for example, related to protests about police brutality. So that civil unrest, that spirit of that civil unrest is developing on the people, man. It's becoming on the people where they pretty much lashing out, you know what I mean? So that's the spirit that's put on them. Isaiah 19:2, I will set Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. That's that division. That's that spirit of division that's being set upon the people, man. So they're going to fight one another. Egyptian versus Egyptian, citizen versus citizen. Insurrection, a violent uprising. We in times of sedition, man. America, and various other countries, different major cities. Kenosha, Wisconsin, Chicago, Philadelphia, Portland, Oregon, Washington State, Seattle, various other cities, major cities that have been related to that's civil unrest, relating to different various topics reasons why people are are protesting with turn to violence, man. Agent provocateurs. You have some of that in the Capitol today, the invasion of the Capitol. Purposely designed to pretty much stir up strife, man. And knowing they're going to stir up strife. Racial tensions, that's going to happen. These are all the precursors for a recipe, and ingredients for this stew to brew up, man. And that's what's happening. Matthew 10 and 34. I'm going to get that one. This is Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace but a sword, man. So that sword is ultimately a judgment, Yahbashim Yashah. I can go to Luke 12:49. Let me go to that real quick. $12.49. I am come to set fire on the earth. And what will I, if it already be kindled? Fire is being set on the earth. The fire is set on the earth, relating to all these different types of plague signs that's happening, man. These are the precursors of that fire, man. And to the ultimate fire, which relates to the arrows, man. That'll be the ultimate fire. But the fires are set, man. That spirit of division, contention, civil unrest. How people are going to be in the latter times, relating to the traits and characteristics of how people are going to be towards one another. Relating to 2 Timothy's 3rd chapter and 1, starting 1 through 9. And also 2nd Ezra 8 and 50, talking about many great miseries on the earth, man, are going to happen in the latter times, man. Those miseries are different types of plagues and pestilence, and pretty much the spirit of vibration that's going to be happening upon the world, man. The spirit of division and the spirit of just the vibration, that demonic vibration. Let me get 2 Timothy's. I'll just read number 1. And know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. We in perilous times, man. That's we're in perilous times. A lot of uncomfortable difficulties are starting to develop, man. Second Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world. I'll read that again. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. That's the consequence, because of their pride and pretty much gross iniquity that has waxed worse, man. Because of that, these miseries are going to come upon the world, man. They're going to come upon the world. These are the judgments upon the world for the vengeance on the wicked, man. 2nd Ezra 15, man. 2nd Ezra 16. We in those times, man. This was something short relating to that. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Rakadash. The water Shalom. Thanks.